Hey y'all, and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kay, and this is my channel where I share all about my making adventures. Today is August 2nd. It is almost 9:30 in the morning. It is a Wednesday. I am surrounded here by things that we need to talk about today. And you may notice the background looks a little different today. I completely rearranged this room. Completely. Got a new bed. I don't think you can see it in frame over there. A day bed, so I got rid of the queen size bed that was in here, and it freed up so much space. I will have to do a little video or show you guys more of the room later. It's still a little bit of a mess right now. I did give a sneak peek on Monday's, this past Monday's membership video. So if you're a part of the YouTube memberships, you can head over and check that out. Or if you want to come over and join us, there's a video over there. There's one extra video a week, just a little extra content. This Monday's was insanely chatty about the changes in my office and a new crafty rabbit hole that I have fallen down, which is part of what we have to talk about today. There's a crafty rabbit hole, you guys, and I went head first into it, and I have no regrets. None at all. So what do I have to share with you guys today? I wrote my notes yesterday and I don't even have the notebook open today, but I know I have a couple of finished objects, 3. I have some works in progress. There are no new cast-ons, I don't believe. No new cast-ons. But I'm feeling very, very motivated still to work through my works in progress. So there's lots of that happening. And what else? We've got a giveaway winner to announce from last episode. We are going to do some summer sock camp winners. Announce some of those. I think that's about it. I'm going to talk a bit about sock blanks later on when we announce the giveaway winner. That's what our giveaway is for, a sock blank. And there was so many questions about sock blanks. So we're going to chat a bit about those later. I think that's kind of all I've got today. Little bit of everything. Of course, there's some mail. Yeah, so let's just dive right in. Let's talk about finished objects first. I have on here July stats. I did not calculate my July stats. I'm kind of feeling over that, if I'm being honest. Will I regret not calculating this for the rest of the year? I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep up with my making journal because I love that. I love just having that tactile thing to flip through. But I don't think I'm going to keep tracking grams and skeins in and skeins out. I think I'm over it. I'm just going to keep my making journal, which will keep my stats as far as what I've made each month so that I can easily calculate how many socks I made, how many blankets I made at the end of the year. I'm over the rest of it. Moving on. So I did not calculate how many of what I finished in July. Maybe I'll do that before the next episode. But anyways, finished objects. I have 3. Let's talk about the one that I do not have here to show you first. This was my July Yarnable socks, and I finished these on Saturday. I'm just remembering I didn't write down when I started and finished things. So let's pull up Ravelry here so I can go through my finished objects. Okay, so I finished the July Yarnable socks on July 29th, which was this past Saturday. I started them July 14th. This was the Sweet Liberty colorway, was what the July Yarnable colorway was. And I do not have them here because I have gifted them. So I helped out at Vacation Bible School at our church last week. That Friday, Thursday and Friday, there was a little bit of downtime towards the end where my station was done, things were kind of wrapping up, and I did have some time to knit. So I had taken my July Yarnable socks, and Friday when I was working on those, a woman, Mary Alice, that I was helping her with the science station, she asked what I was making. I showed her the socks. We were all sitting in a group, so I showed off my socks that I was working on. And Mary Alice said, those wouldn't happen to be in a size 9, would they? I said, actually, they are, because I was making them for me and I wear a size 9. And, we kind of laughed about that. And then when I got home and I was thinking about it and working on them some more, I thought, I'm going to finish these and I'm going to gift these to Mary Alice. I know she was probably just joking around, asking if they were in a size 9, but I'm gifting them to her. So I finished them Saturday evening, and Sunday morning I gave them to her at church. So they are not here. They've been gifted. She loved them. She was so excited. She said, I was just kind of kidding with you. I said, I figured you were, but I still wanted to gift them to you anyways. I said, I have so many hand knit socks. It is pretty insane the amount that I have for myself. So I love gifting them. So those are off to a new home, and I hope that she enjoys them and that they fit. Those I did just a vanilla sock, my vanilla socks pattern. I think I knit the magic loop, knit 2 purl 2 cuff, 25 rounds, the typical. You guys, if you're new here, that's news to you, but if you're not, that's the norm around here. Next finished object, we'll go with the next pair of socks. So these are my Moon Glow Yarn Co. Sparkle Pop was the sock set name. When did I start these? I started these June 21st and I finished them July 26th. For these, same thing, this is my vanilla socks pattern. I did these on 9-inch circulars, 25 rounds, knit 2 purl 2 for the cuff. And I'll give you a close-up here of these. I love how these turned out. So this was a sock set that came with the main color, and then there were 5 contrast minis. So it was a main skein, 100 grams, 5 minis, 10 grams each. So I striped them going down. You can see I went in this direction and then I reversed the stripes and then just finished it off with the main color. I did not even say, oh my goodness. I have Ravelry project pages for everything that I'll talk about, and links for those will be down below. All the details for all my projects are always over there. So as far as like stripes and things, you can check over there. You don't have to worry about trying to write it down really quick. But yeah, I forgot to mention that, and that there will be links to shops that I talk about down below, and that you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as The Crazy Sock Lady. Why did I forget all of that today? I'm just so excited to talk to you guys about so many things today that I totally spaced. Okay, anyways, so I did 2 stripes here with the first contrast color. There's 4 rounds in this first stripe. Then I did 2 round stripe of the main color, 4 rounds of the contrast color. And I just followed down the foot, down the leg and down the foot, doing that same striping sequence. Right here, there are 10 rounds where I did the heel. So I made it a little bit wider there. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about these. Love them. So happy with how they turned out. I did carry the main color up the inside. I've talked about that before as well. But yes, another finished pair of socks. I don't remember what I'm up to now for summer sock camp. All right, last one is a big one. Let me see when the dates for this. So this is my Cozy Comfort Throw. I started this December 1st of 2022 and I finished it July 26th, right? Yes, of 2023. So this one's been going for a while. Close my book here, because I'm gonna have to stand up to show you guys. But it's done, other than, you guys, I do still need to weave in the ends. I meant to do that before today. I did not get around to it. So I need to weave in the ends and take pictures still. That'll get done eventually. It's too warm to use this right now anyway, so it's not a big deal. Can I scoot back here? Yes. Okay, I will stand up so that you can see. So I followed the pattern exactly. This is a pattern, the Cozy Comfort Throw by Homespun House. And for this, I used the Polka Dot Creek Advent Calendar that was Grinch inspired, and it was put together by Polka Dot Creek, and then there was a different Canadian yarn dyer that did a yarn each day of the Advent inspired by the Grinch. I hope all of that makes sense. But yes, I love this Advent, loved the pattern. It is fingering weight held double, so I held the Advent Mini double with just a bare undyed yarn. Followed the pattern exactly, needles, cast on amount. Only thing I changed it's not really a change. I just didn't do the I-cord border at the end. I wanted to be done and move on to my next work in progress that I want to finish. So I did not do that. I have no regrets at this time. If I ever do, I will go back and add it, but let's take a look. So this is the last mini that I added in up here. Try to stand up here so that you can see this. In like mostly its entirety. It's so hard to show big blankets, but it is so pretty. You guys know I love scrappy things, and these Advent projects are so much like just scrappy projects. Like, especially one like this where the colors are so different in every day. It's not a fade or anything like that, so it really kind of has a scrappy look to it. And it makes me very happy. It's very thick and squishy. It's going to be amazing for this winter. Toss it over there for now. Maybe if it's laying over there, before I put it up, I will weave in the ends. I did do the weaving in as I go. I have a tutorial for that here on YouTube. So I don't have a ton of ends to weave in. There are just a couple, like I think the beginning, the end. Is that it? That might be it. I might just need to like snip the long tails, excuse me, for the rest of it. I need to look. I could be putting off weaving in the beginning and the end tail. That would be ridiculous. All right, that's it for finished objects. So works in progress. What did I bring down? So let's just go through bags here. I picked these socks up to work on after I finished my July Yarnable socks. These are in a bag by Mountain State Stitches. I think you guys have seen these before. I'm almost positive. This is Mountain State Stitches yarn in the Sweet Nothing colorway. There's her tag. It's a Sweet Nothing sock set, so it is a main skein and then a contrast. And I'm doing a ribbed sock using Magic Loop 32-inch US 1 2.25 millimeter. I've cast on 64 stitches. Look how small they look for a ribbed sock when you do them, but they stretch so much. They are so nice. So yes, I'm doing just a knit 2 purl 2 ribbed sock all the way down. I've done 2 stripes of the contrast color, and then I think I'm going to do a contrast heel and toe in that light pink. I did 10 rounds right here. Can't remember. It's been so long since I did this part. This has been sitting for a while. So I did 10 rounds there. 5 rounds of the pink. Both of those stripes are 5 rounds each. And then in between, I did 3 rounds. And I did do the hack. You see there's no purl bumps showing through for any of the colors. So if you're doing ribbing and you switch to a different color, to avoid getting like the different colors of purl bumps carrying into the stripes, knit 1 row plain with your new color and then start ribbing. It makes no difference to the ribbing at all. It's still going to look like ribbing, like unless you sit here and look, you're not going to be able to see you've done a knit round. It'll just make everything so crisp and clean. So I highly recommend doing that. But yes, basically I'm following the counts from my vanilla socks pattern and just doing ribbing instead. So those have been getting a little bit more work because I don't have any other vanilla socks. I have a couple pair of scrappy socks, but those aren't really like on the go knitting for me. So I brought Lily's sweater down. I feel like I haven't done a ton on it, but I am on the last color of the body. So it's getting there. This is in a bag by Stitched Below. And the pattern I'm doing is the Film Reel for Children by Elena Nodell. And the yarn that I'm using is 3 by the Sea Designs in their Stargazer Fade Set. Using fingering weight. And here's the front. And then the back, where you really get to see the fade. You can see I'm into that last color there. Oh, I love it so much. It's turning out so nice. I'm so pleased with this. So I'm very, very close to being done. I do have to finish this last section off with this last color, the darkest pink. And there's some garter, there's something at the bottom for like the bottom border or ribbing. It's not ribbing, whatever you'd call it. And then the sleeves. I still have a couple of weeks left, so I am right on track. I will be out of town all next week, and I am not taking this because I'm taking my anthology throw instead, and I'm flying, so I don't have like unlimited space. But yeah, I think I'll still be good to go with getting this done before we go to West Virginia for her birthday party. But yeah, speaking of next week, there will not be a regular podcast episode next week because I will be out of town. I should still have a membership video going up on Monday of next week, but the regular podcast, there'll be a 1-week break while I enjoy a little bit of a vacation with my husband. So my 30 minutes of knitting is my anthology throw right now. I have this in a bag from Mountain State Stitches. And I just finished a row that had some yarn overs, and there's a mistake and I just fudged it, and I don't even care. There's so many stitches on this thing right now, 500 and some, almost 600 stitches, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking back. Don't even know where the mistake is, don't care, it's fine, don't care. So this is the Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart. This is another Advent project that I started in December of last year and then never finished. So this is using a Homespun House Advent, and it's on a circular that is smaller than the circumference, so I'm not going to be able to spread it out and show you, but you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. So it's a circular throw. So fun to knit, so gorgeous. Yeah, this yarn over row that I just did right here, and it wasn't a huge mistake. I just ended the row with, I think, was it 1 or 2 more stitches than I should have had, and I just, whatever it was, I knit them together or something and moved on with my life. I was like, yeah, no. I am not taking back. Nobody, this thing is so huge, there's so many stitches, nobody will ever know I made a mistake. Thoroughly enjoying this. So happy to have it back out for 30 minutes of knitting, and wondering why I ever put it away, because it is a fun pattern. It is going to take forever to finish it. I am on day 12. That is the mini that I'm on of 24, I believe. 24 or 25. So yeah, I have a ways to go. This will be going with me on my trip next week so that I can still do at least 30 minutes of knitting. This is a work trip for Eric, and I'm tagging along. So we'll have our evenings to do things together, but during the day, I'm going to be sitting in a hotel knitting. That's all I have to do, guys, and I am so excited about it. I cannot wait. It's gonna be amazing. I'm just gonna sit and knit. That's it. So this is going with me. All right. What else? I don't think there was anything else about this. I'm following the pattern exactly, using the same needle sizes. I don't know if I said, but it's the Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart is the pattern. I caught up on my DK Weight Jelly Roll. So this is one that I have been using up my Homespun House Patreon minis. I'm part of her Patreon tier where you get 3 mini skeins a month. So I've been putting those into here, and then I also put my row 1 minis into this blanket. So I used up all of the ones that I received in July. This is where I was last time you saw this. And I did this whole strip going up here that you're seeing on the edge. Again, blankets are so crazy to try to show. But I did all that and started the next strip. So this is a pattern, the Jelly Roll Blanket by Kay Jones, and it's written for fingering weight, but I have just changed the needle size and the cast on amount for the strips to make it work for DK weight. I do have notes on my Ravelry project page for the needle size, how much I cast on, for how I do the joins, because I do those differently than the pattern recommends when you are picking up your stitch there to join as you go. But all of that is noted over there. So I was happy. I just finished the minis last night. I tried so hard to finish them before the end of July, but I didn't. I'm trying to really make sure I keep up with the row 1 minis so they don't get out of hand on me again, and use them as they come in. It's working so far with this. I was just a day late this time. All right, the last thing, I don't think I have, oh, I forgot to put this up. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, no, I do. I have, how did I forget the crafty rabbit hole? I have to show you the crafty rabbit hole that I have dove down because it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I have my temperature blanket. I wanted to show you guys that I remembered my transition rows. Some of you emailed me, some of you left comments, Instagram messages, but I did remember on my own this time, but I also appreciate the reminders just in case, because you never know. So temperature blanket, I won't go into full details on because I do show it so often. It's a year-long project, but you can find out all the information about how I'm doing it. I'm not following a pattern, but I have it written out over on my Ravelry project page, and I also have a video linked where I talk in more detail about it. So I have my transition rows done. This is July, transition to August, and then I have not done August 1st yet. I finished my transition rows this morning, and then tomorrow I'll do August 1st and August 2nd to get caught up. But it's looking great. So much blue because we've had so many days in the 80s, and that's 85 to 89, I think, is this dark blue. So lots of that. But it's looking good. This one I am going to get behind on next week. I'm not taking this. But that's okay. I'll just do 2 stripes a day when I get back until I am caught up. Or 2 stripes. 2 days, pretty much per day, till I'm caught up with what I missed. Crafty rabbit hole. You may have already seen, I did talk about it on the membership, which I should mention. I should put this up while I'm talking. We are doing our very first make along over in the membership for level 2. It's happening in our private Facebook group, and we are doing 30 minutes of knitting, or 30 minutes of making, it doesn't have to be knitting, for the month of August to see how much progress we can make with our works in progress. So that's another fun little thing we're doing over there if you want to come join us. Okay, so new crafty rabbit hole is English paper piecing. I'm obsessed. Yesterday, so okay, let's start at the beginning. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I have done machine sewing in the past. This is not machine sewing, but I've done machine sewing in the past, and I absolutely hated every single step of the process. I hated cutting the fabric. I hated using the machine. I hated cleaning up after. Every bit of it I hated. English paper piecing caught my eye first when Kristen of Woolenvine showed it, and I've been intrigued ever since. I've watched her tutorial on how to do it. I've watched a couple of other things, looked up a couple of things. I never completely dove in, and I found out that you could buy the fabric pre-cut, because that is kind of what was holding me up. I was like, I don't want to invest so much money into like templates and all these different things that I would need, and then find out that it's the same as machine sewing and I absolutely hate it. As far as like how it made me feel, I know it's a different process. I found an Etsy shop that had pre-cut fabric. And I was like, take my money. They had pre-cut fabric and they had all the supplies. So here we are. Here we are. The shop is Hello Hexy Shop on Etsy. I will link them down below. I can't stop. I have ordered multiple things now to help me along with my English paper piecing journey that I am now on. And I just want to make all the things, all of them. Right now I'm just making coasters, mug rugs, whatever you want to call them. So I just have the tops of 2 done. I have not done the backing for them yet. But here's the first one that I did. Look how sweet that is. I love it. That's the first one. These are still all the pre-cut fabric that I purchased from that shop. It was a set of 42, I believe. Yes, 42 pre-cut hexagons. Here's the second one. So yesterday I sat down, started this, and then finished this. And then I was like telling my friend Kristen and Eric, I'm like, where did the day go? Where did today go? And then I thought about it. I was like, you sat down and you finished that entire thing, and you probably didn't realize how long you sat there because you were having so much fun. Yeah, I am completely obsessed. I have 2 done. I won't go into all the detail about how you English paper piece. Kristen of Woolenvine has a great tutorial. Oh gosh, I'm blanking out. There's like so many. I've watched so many that I feel like they all kind of blend together. And I think the reason Kristen's sticks in my head is because I watched it first. Ages ago. It was like as soon as she put it out, I watched it. I have enough for 3 more coaster tops, basted and clipped together, ready to go. Just keeping everything in a little basket here right now. But yeah, I'm completely obsessed. I don't even know who I am right now, because this is not something I ever thought I would enjoy because I hated machine sewing. But it's hand sewing, and it is such a different feel and process. And I think for me, it's doing the same thing that knitting does. It's calming. It's keeping my hands busy. It's not stressing me out. I want to make all the things. I have so many quilt top patterns and pictures of quilt tops, so many things saved. I want, like, everyone's going to get coasters for Christmas this year. I really don't know what is happening, but I am thoroughly enjoying it and I'm along for the ride. And I have not been this excited about learning something or, diving into a rabbit hole of something since I learned to make socks. So I really think this is here to stay because of that excitement, and because I've done other things and tried other things in between when I learned to make socks and now, and nothing has stuck. I don't get that excited about it. I would rather be knitting, and this is definitely not going to take the place of knitting, but I could see it kind of balancing each other out here. And I think this is why I am feeling so much like I want to finish my whips. I've been working on this process, ordering this stuff, getting it, learning it for a couple of weeks now. I just did not share it yet because I wanted to see how much I liked it first. And then I would kind of know when I was sharing that I had tried it, this is not for me, or yeah, I'm obsessed. I wanted to have all my like details about how I felt about the process before I shared. So yes, this has been going on behind the scenes for a couple of weeks. I didn't get much work done on it last week because we had vacation Bible school and all of that. I was a little busy and out of the house more, but oh goodness, guys, oh goodness. And it's definitely, I think, why I'm wanting to finish knitting works in progress. I've never been one that's been bothered by whips, but I do always feel I'm not bothered by the amount of whips I have, but sometimes if I want to cross stitch or now English paper piece, I do sometimes feel guilty for working on other crafts, which I should not. This is me putting that guilt that I should not have on myself. But I feel guilty not working on my knitting works in progress and working on a whole other craft at the same time. So yes, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm wanting to finish up and not have so many knitting works in progress so that I can have some time freed up to work on this. Backing for these, if anyone is interested, I have a couple of things I'm going to try. I ordered some wool felt pieces. I think they'll be here Friday. So I don't know that I will even get to try them before I leave on my trip. It may be something that's waiting on me when I get back. But I ordered some wool felt to try to back this in wool felt. And then I'm pretty sure I ordered some kind of like interfacing or something to put in between if I decided to like do this. Back them like this. I could put some interfacing in between so that it has a little bit of something to it, and I'll just put them right sides together, whip stitch them, and then flip it inside out and close it up. I just haven't decided. I may do both and see which one I like better. The first few will just be for me because they are nowhere near perfect. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it and having the best time. And I'm hoping today to sit down and start my next little thing. I may have ordered something to cut fabric with. This is how far I've went down this rabbit hole, you guys. This is all I have left of the 42 pieces. I take that back. I think I have 6 or 7 other that are not basted, but I don't like how they look together for a coaster. So they're just in my box over here. But I bought some fabric at Joann's yesterday that's Halloween themed, and I have something coming today to cut the fabric. Oh gosh, guys. Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. Hope you're excited to follow that journey. I'm excited to be on that journey. All right, a couple of things that came in the mail, and then we'll do giveaway winner from last episode and summer sock camp winners. So Darlene of Bags by Awesome Granny sent me over this bag. And you guys, it goes with all of my bee craziness lately, all of my progress keepers. I've just been going crazy for the bee things. So look at this fabric. This is one of her larger bags. I'm thinking I may put my DK weight jelly roll in this. I feel like this is bigger than the bag it's in. So I think I'm going to put it in here. Look, the inside just has plain fabric. So pretty. I love her bags have a handle. I can carry them outside and all around the house. But yeah, I love this fabric. So pretty. So I might switch that over when I put it back today. I also received some yarn at the P.O. Box from Southern Charm Yarn Co. Received 2 sock sets. Said keep one, use one as a giveaway. So look how pretty these are. I love these. This is Georgia Peach, and this is, I think they're both on this same base. Yes, they're both on her 80% superwash merino wool, 20% nylon fingering weight base. So Goodness Gracious Fingering is the name of that base. So this is Georgia Peach sock set, and this is Village Crazy Lady. So I'm keeping this one. This one is me. It kind of matches my shirt today, doesn't it? That's definitely me. I'm the Village Crazy Lady here. Crazy Sock Lady. Now apparently Crazy EPP Lady. Yep, this one's me. So this one we will use as, I'm thinking probably a giveaway for summer sock camp. It'll be one of our prizes for summer sock camp is what we will use that one for. Now, giveaway winner from last episode. Before we announce that, I had so many questions about sock blanks and how they work and what they are and all of the things. I'm not going to take these apart yet because winner gets to choose what they want. But basically, you have a machine knit fabric here that has been dyed. For these, Brianna uses these like clean up her dye spills or splatters or, anything like that. So this is like leftover dye. And there are obviously two ends of the fabric, this one and the one inside, and you're just unraveling it and knitting from the fabric. Only one side will unravel. I had a lot of people ask, do you have to relax it or wind it into, a skein and soak it and like all of these things? Nope. I have heard of people doing that. I have never done it. I don't see a need to do it. When you knit it up, the yarn is, well, I can't really tell here, but it does have a little bit of a kink to it. But then after you block the socks or wear the socks, that relaxes. I have never had any issues with my gauge or been bothered by the fabric. But I think you guys know I'm not bothered by much when it comes to those kinds of things. So yeah, it's not necessary to relax the fabric or the yarn beforehand to knit from it. You just knit right from the blank. And the fun of it to me is seeing how these knit up. Some people will take these and lay the fabric out and like stencil or paint a picture on it. Some, just it's like the splatters and all that. And it is so fun to see how they knit up. And the majority of the time you do have two socks that look similar but different. And I love it so much. So that's a little bit about sock blanks. I don't know that there were any other questions about them. It was basically just, how do you knit from it? Do you have to do anything with the yarn before you knit from it? So I think I answered that. So I will put here on the screen our winner from last episode. Congratulations. If you would just get in touch with me at crazysock.ladypodcast@gmail.com. I will just need your shipping information and I will need to know which sock blank you would like. They are both one of a kind. So it's just, do you want the one with like the greens and blues or this one that has more like pinks and maroons? And yeah, so just let me know which one you would like. Then we do have some summer sock camp winners to announce. These have been chosen, I will put them up here on the screen, from the Ravelry group, the chatter thread, and the finished object thread. And then also from Instagram, the hashtag Summer Sock Camp 2023. So if you are a winner on Ravelry, if you could please message me on Ravelry, and I will need your shipping information. I do have one pattern prize. But yeah, you can message me and I'll let you know if I'm sending you a prize or if you have won the pattern prize. And then if you are an Instagram winner, please email me at crazysockladypodcast@gmail.com. And I will need your shipping information and then I will get all of the prizes sent out to you. So I think that kind of wraps it up for today. As far as the knitting goes, reading, I'm still reading Apples Never Fall. And I also started reading on the treadmill, The Last Word. I can't remember who that one's by, but I'll try to remember to put the pictures up here of the book covers. Both have been really good so far. Still watching Justified, getting ready to go on our trip next week. It's just Eric and I. Like I said, I will be knitting all day long and I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. And then what else? Back to school prep is kind of starting to happen already, and that's just insane to me that we are already at that point. I feel like the last month really, really flew by, and I'm kind of sad that school is starting back up already very soon. Other than that, the only thing that's been going on around here is rearranging this room. All of my yarn is now back here on the same wall, and these cabinets are from IKEA, just in case anyone asks. Sometimes I do get asked where they are from. They are from IKEA, but very happy with the room that I have in here now, the space. It made such a difference. I feel a bit more organized, not as claustrophobic, and I've enjoyed coming in here. Yesterday, when I worked on that English paper piece, I sat here at my computer and watched videos and thoroughly enjoyed it. And that's not the norm for this room. I think just even facing this window and having natural light coming down on my workspace too makes such a difference in my mood when I'm in this room. So yeah, it's been nice. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. But all right, I think that's it. I am going to stop rambling. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will be back the week after next. I'll have lots to talk about, I'm sure, with 2 weeks in between, and fingers crossed, so much knitting time at the hotel next week. So I hope you'll be ready for that one. It could be a long one. But I will see y'all again soon. Don't forget, if you are a winner, to get in touch with me. But I hope that you guys have a great couple of weeks and that you get so much making done. Bye.